Do you think that you're the first person to have like bad genetics? Your genetics are good enough to be here in 2026. Think about it. Like, you had to have evolved from so many people to get to where we are now that you're probably able to build muscle. You just haven't done it the right way. A lot of people don't. They go in there and they exercise. They lift weights and they go, man, I'm just not getting a Phil Heath look. It's fucking crazy, man. I'm going hard. Going hard is relative. I think when people get into the gym and you realize that going to failure, getting that intensity, and actually performing things the right way, where it says, really own up to what we're talking about in the bodybuilding world. I'm saying hit 8 fucking reps. Fail at 8 reps. A lot of people get to 8 reps and they're like, that was hard. And they bring it down, they're like, I failed. It was difficult. But failure is like such a level of stress on the body that I think only comes with going through it. You can't teach it. There's a lot of people that I train, we talked about it very regularly on this trip, that a lot of people that I work with, incredible bodybuilders, and they would straight up evolve as people if they could tap into their intensity. I'm not saying get mad, I'm saying get amped up. I'm saying get your heart rate up. I'm saying be fucking aggressive and fucking push that weight off you. Don't fucking, slow roll through the stop sign and barely get that thing up. Of course you're not going to get that weight up. Of course you're not going to be able to do 4 more reps because you can't get your intensity up enough to keep going. It's like only having 2 gears and you're like, well, I got to get up to 65 miles per hour. It's like, well, you need the 3rd, 4th, and 5th gear to fucking get there. It's like you're stopping at 2 and you're like, it's like, dude, you just need to continue. You're so fucking close. You have all the tools, you're just stopping. You need to keep fucking going. That's the same concept between exercising or lifting weights and bodybuilding. The exact same routine that would make you exercise, would make you have great pecs, would give you cap delts. You just need to do it the right way. So when you see bodybuilding routines, the one thing that differentiates everybody is failing or going to failure, some type of pure exhaustion within a rep range that lands you, I think, close to like that 50 to 70 seconds of time under tension. You want hypertrophy. We're not going fast and explosive. We're slowing down the negative, feeling a pause on the stretch, exploding up, feeling that contraction. You can get results from exercising and moving. But when we talk bodybuilding training, slowing it down, making sure that when you're in the full stretch, and I'm doing chest right now, obviously, but if you're pulling yourself down into a pause on, the barbell press, you feel all that tension stretch across your chest. You don't just have the bar sitting on your chest and be like, okay, well, I'm in the stretch. No, you're physically fucking bracing it, so your chest is doing everything and getting the most out of everything. That's the difference between exercising and bodybuilding. You're making your muscle do everything. In exercising, you're just getting the reps done. You're just getting the reps done. I need 12 fucking reps. I don't care if my shoulders take over. I don't care if it's fully isolated on my chest. I need 12 reps, I'm going home. But if you turn those exercises into fully isolating what they're supposed to do, hey, are you doing a shoulder press? Pay attention. Are you tucking a little bit more? Are you super arched and doing a fucking incline press? Are you really upright and really isolating those spots and getting the most out of it? People are so close to being a bodybuilder and they're just lifting weights. It's it's a fine line, because there's lots of time where we'll sit here, bullshit, audit our own training, and I'll look back at a week of my training and been like, man, I was kind of sneaking into the lifting weights category. Should have went a little fucking harder. That rest pause wasn't rest pause. You didn't fail. You didn't truly fail before you needed the rest pause. You just kind of called it failure and then jumped in. You gotta be critical about that shit, because that's what literally takes you to the next level. Constantly be on your ass about the intensity. If you're ever thinking like, man, I'm really not seeing it, look at yourself with the critical eye and say, am I just exercising and lifting weights, or am I actually doing bodybuilding training? Because it's very, very different, but very, very close to looking like the same thing. Take that a step further. What are the strongest muscles on your body? I bet you train those like bodybuilders. What are the weakest muscles on your body? The ones you probably rush through those reps. I'm fucking getting done with shoulders, man. I hate how it burns. I never feel it in my shoulders. I feel it in my fucking neck and my joints. I never feel my shoulders burning, so I'm getting through that fucking workout. And then before you know it, bodybuilder areas start popping out like your bicep. Let's use me, for example. that's basically what happened. I wasn't bodybuilding my weak areas, and then I was bodybuilding the ones that I was connecting to. I was young, not really realizing what was going on, but before you know it, a couple years go by, and I was perfectly bodybuilding the things that I connected very well with because it was easy and fun, but the muscles that were kind of a pain in the ass, and every time I went to the gym, it wasn't really fucking feeling the best, I never looked forward to it. It was, I wouldn't say dreadful, but you're like, man, dude, I'm gonna go back to I know it's a weak area. I go harder and harder and harder, it's not working, but you just don't truly know what the failure is that you need to make that happen while simultaneously doing it on other muscles and you're not putting it together yet. A lot of people can probably look at themselves and go, oh yeah, if I actually audit my physique, you know, I have a crazy back and I spend the most time training back. I have the most fun training back. Take my time and I don't rush out of there. I understand the importance. And then there's a lot of times where people would probably go, it's very often that I skip out on adductors. It's very often that, you know, if anything is skipped, at least it's just this, you know what I mean? And then before you know it, you're like, well, that's the fucking area that's not really coming up. There's certain parts of your body that have been lifting weights, and then certain parts of your body that have been bodybuilding. And that's when we start getting out of proportion and getting all of our dimensions off and everything. What we need to start doing is auditing our training and being like, we got to make sure that we're like bodybuilding across the board. We don't want to be powerlifting our legs because we want everyone to see how fucking strong we are, and then they stay small while you bodybuild your arms because it's fun to lift heavy weights and get high reps, but over here you'd rather do, you know, 5 plates instead of 2, and then before you know it, bodybuilding up top, powerlifting down below, you got strong squats but tiny legs. So you want to make sure that across the board, bodybuilding, 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 no more lifting weights, we're bodybuilding across the board.